Once abandoned factory spaces in Hackney Wick are now home to the largest active artistic community, with warehouses and storage units refurbished, becoming studios and gallery spaces for emerging artists. People in the creative field were able to rent workspaces and flats in Stour space for a fraction of the price outside of Hackney Wick, which minimizes their economic burden, especially during the infancy of their careers. However, since the construction of the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park in 2012, the areas within the park's sphere of influence have inevitably been gentrified and redeveloped. Hackney Wick was no exception. Victoria Wharf, a neighbouring community of creatives near Stour Space, were forced to evict their studios, and the entire complex was eventually demolished. This demolition was led by the LODC, the London Legacy Development Corporation, and a footbridge was built in its place. However, artists and locals alike questioned the motives of the LODC, as the footbridge, although part of the wider development of the Olympic Park, serves little to no purpose to the local community, and the construction of the footbridge displaced an entire community of cross-disciplinary creatives. Among the tenants were BAFTA nominees, Saatchi Gallery featured artists, Oscar-winning musicians, and more. It can be seen that in order to strengthen the area's economic base and to attract international investment and business, the LODC decided to sacrifice character and strength of the existing community. In the eyes of the LODC, who oversees the project through a macro long-term lens, the replacement of Victoria Wharf with residential buildings and the footbridge increases the area's attractiveness to foreign investment and incoming businesses, raising the profile of the area. However, to the locals who view the situation through the immediate now, it is the exact opposite. The demolition of Victoria Wharf affects their immediate livelihood and the immediate livelihood of struggling artists, forcing them out of their jobs. This completely disobeys their vow to maintain and build upon existing local character, and to maintain locally distinctive neighborhoods, and other plans to gentrify the area with no regards for the community that already exists. From the perspective of an outsider, the LODC seems to emerge just as a community becomes trendy, and takes advantage of the increase in local activity and business, raising rent and cashing in on redevelopment opportunities without consideration of the local community. Locals and artists alike share the same sentiment, and fear that the LODC will destroy the youthful culture fostered by artists and creatives in the area of Hackney Wick